Now, you might recognize our next guest from the show, Frasier. He's also an Emmy and Tony Award winner, but now he's taken his passion for acting to help the theater community. Please welcome David Hyde Pierce. Good morning to you, David. How are you?
I'm fine, Claudia. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Well, it is a true pleasure to have you join us on the show this morning. All right, David, exciting times. You are getting ready to head here to Denver. Tell us more about that and what brings you here.
I will. And first, I want to explain your producer had hoped that I could be more sideways in a landscape orientation, but I'm in my office, and what you were looking at is the only part of my office that isn't a complete disaster. So that's why I'm so vertical for you this morning.
Hey,
Just thought I'd
I appreciate the explanation, and it's all good. We're happy to have you.
Good. It makes me look thinner, too. Yeah, I'm coming to Denver to this theater called Vision Box, which is a training place for theater people and also a performance space. And it was started by a friend of mine, Jennifer McCrae Rincon, who I was in college with. And she and the actor Bill Pullman started this facility to keep alive a particular way of training artists and theater artists in particular. And so I'm coming out to give a talk, be part of a conversation about theater, and also hopefully raise some awareness and maybe even funds to support their vision.
I think that is wonderful. There's a big theater community here in Denver. Now, for all those people out there that love the theater arts, what can they expect from this discussion, David, and why do you recommend they come out?
Lots of nudity.
Okay.
No, this is it's a discussion. You know, originally when we talked about this, we were thinking this would be why theater matters, but I think in our discussions we realized no, the discussion we need to have with an audience is, does theater matter? Does it still matter? I think that is the question we are all hoping to answer. And just like theater only happens when there are both performers on stage and an audience, similarly, I think a question like this can only really be answered with both a theater performers and an audience present, because they all have a stake in this.
And who better than you to give that discussion and really share your insights and everything that you've gone through in your career? I think that is very valuable info. All right, without giving too much away, why do you think theater matters today and that these discussions continue to be held?
You know, Shakespeare famously said through Hamlet that our job as theater artists is to hold the mirror up to nature. And that does a lot of things. It shows us in the audience parts of ourselves, maybe things that we're going through in our own lives or things that relate or just take us out of our own lives and make us laugh. But our job is also to show our time itself and to make people aware of sort of a perspective on what is going on in the world, and also a sense of how this isn't the first time we've been at this rodeo, that many of the crises or the excitements, whatever, that we're going through have been gone through for centuries and centuries and centuries, and they can be shown to us through the theater.
Yeah, and you know, I think theater, it could be such a powerful thing. So many young actors, so many aspiring actors that many oftentimes feel like, oh my goodness, am I ever going to succeed in this industry? And David, you would know, it is a tough industry. What advice do you have for aspiring actors? Maybe one thing you've learned throughout your journey.
It's about connection. It's about community. That's why you do it. And I can say, I don't know if this is advice, but it's what I said to myself when I came into this business. I left college and came to New York. I decided that I would stay in it as long as the pleasure outweighed the pain. And that was in 81. So far, so good.
And here you are today. Okay, before I let you go, really quick, give us the details again on this discussion that's going to be happening here in Denver.
Okay, well, you probably have the actual logistics of the theater and stuff, but it's me and Jennifer, who runs the theater, and also Dwayne Carrington and Alexander Watson, two amazing performers and students at Vision Box. We're going to be talking. We're going to be soliciting questions from the audience, and I hope that it will be engaging and fascinating. I think the people who should come to this, if you love the theater, if you care about the theater, you should come to this. If you could not care less about the theater, you should absolutely come to this.
Yeah, and I think there's always something to learn with discussions like these. Okay, and David, you did mention the orchestra that we have here playing in our studio this morning. What do you think of orchestra too? I think music is a big part of theater.
Music is a big part of my life. In fact, in the spring, I'm going to be doing a musical here in New York. I think the arts, they just take us out of ourselves or reveal ourselves to ourselves. It does so much. And a world without music, a world without theater, I hope we never have to see.
I absolutely agree with you. Thank you so much for being with us today. It was a true pleasure to have you, and we'll see you in the My City very soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, everyone, here are the details so you can catch and be a part of this discussion. It's David Hyde Pierce's Why Theater Matters Today discussion on Saturday at the Elaine Wolf Theatre right here in Denver. If you want tickets, the website is up on your screen right now.